I don't get this. I need some help.
I heard someone needs help with CALC.
Yeah.
This is limits! Yeah! The song! Let's talk about limits! 3 a.m. suddenly in the morning. Gotta pass the test, gotta get that grade. Gotta find C, gotta check that graph. See all the points, I'm going crazy. Ticking on and on, suddenly I'm crashing. Gotta compare it to real life. Gotta keep about calc. I see my friends approaching from the left. I'm approaching from the right side. Gotta make my mind up. Which point will we meet at? It's limits, limits. Gotta understand my limits. Everybody's looking for the value. Got me limits, limits. Gotta understand my limits. Plug the number into the equation. Study, study. Yeah, focusing, focusing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure that God's 10:45. I'm freaking in the classes. Heartbeat so fast, this test needs to die. Cap, cap. Think about cap. You know what it is. I got this, you got this. My friend is gonna fail. Hey, I got this, you got this. Now you know that I'm approaching from the left. I'm approaching from the right side. Gotta make my mind up. Which point will we meet at? It's limits, limits. Gotta understand my limits. Everybody's looking for the value at C. Limits, limits. Gotta understand my limits. Plug the number into the equation. Study, study. Yeah. Focusing, focusing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure the graph's fabulous. First look for the limit, limit. Then plug it where X is, X is. We want the limit. We want the limit. We gotta find the value to this. Simplify the equation, and that's the value at T. I just want the shooter to end. Yo, shit, break down.
Okay, so fellows, what exactly is limit?
Is limit the speed it takes to get busted?
No.
Is limit the time it takes to finish an agonizing test?
No. No. None of this is related to limit. Because you know why? Because this is calculus. Okay, limit. The strict definition of limit is the height of function intends to reach. Now, what does exactly that mean, you ask? Take this for example. gx equals x squared minus 6x plus 8 over x minus 2. Well, if x equals 2, then the denominator would be 0, which is no, because anything divided by 0 is undefined. And when you graph it, it may seem like a straight line, but you can see that there is a little hole in there, because there's no true answer in that area. So from this graph, you can tell that even if there is no value, there is still a limit, because the limit is when the graph tries to reach that height. Okay. So in words, limit as x approaches 2 is negative 2. How can you tell if a limit exists? Let's take this problem for example. Say you and your friend are going to a bar, and you go from left to the middle, and your friend goes from right to the middle, and both of you guys are going to meet in that bar. Now what is the bar is a limit. Oh, by the way, kid, don't drink. You guys should be at least old enough to do calculus to drink. So when the situation is put in a graph, it shows that when you go from the left and when you go from the right, and when they meet at the same height, the limit is there. Now, what if the limit is there's a hole in the graph? Well, there is still a limit when there is a hole, because it doesn't matter if the bar is burned or get crushed down, because the place is still there, so that there is still a limit. Okay, so when doesn't a limit exist? A limit doesn't exist when there's a gap, so the place doesn't exist. As you can see that there's no connection between this part of the graph. Okay, now you may wonder, how do I exactly solve a limit problem? Well, take this question for example. F of x equals x minus 4 over 3x plus 4. How do we find the limit if x is approaching 0? Okay, first of all, you plug in the numbers, so it's f of 0 equals 0 squared minus 4 over 0 plus 4. Then, the answer will be -1. This method is often addressed as substitution. Okay, but what if there's a hole, you may ask? Well, take this question for example.
Let's say f of x equals x squared plus 3x minus 40 over x minus 5 as limit x approaches 5. When you substitute the equation at the bottom, you can find out 5 minus 5 which equals 0, which you can't divide by 0, so this equation doesn't work. So what do you do now? Well, first of all, you factor the top equation first. So the top equation becomes x minus 5 times x plus 8. So, I think you can notice that x minus 5 and the bottom x minus 5 cancels each other out, so that leaves x plus 8. Now when you plug in the number 5, it's 5 plus 8, which is 13. That's how you get your answer for this one. This kind of equation is just called, this kind of method is called factoring. Yeah. Seriously? Okay, so now you may ask, when the function continues? Well, the answer is when you can solve the equation with substitution method. Yes, it is that easy. And the ghetto answer would be when you can draw the graph without lifting your pen, like this. Done. So there are two kinds of function. One is discontinuity and one is continuity. So there are three kinds of discontinuities: point, jump, and infinite. Let's go start with infinite. When it's infinite discontinuity, the graph goes on forever and ever and ever, and it'll never reach a definite point. When it's point continuity, there's a hole in there, so there's no value in that hole. When it's jump discontinuity, the graph separates, so there's a hole between the graph. There's like little gap, and it's all discontinued. Okay.
It's limits, gotta understand my limits. Everybody's looking for the value. I see limits, gotta understand my limits. Put the number into the equation. Studying. Yeah! Focusing. Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure the graph is continuous. Yeah!
Okay, you guys can pop out. Pop out!
Oh wait, are you getting me?
Let's take this problem for example. Let's say your friend and you are going to meet at a bar. Dude, shut up!
Okay, go.
Okay. How can you tell if it's... Oh my god, dude! Seriously? Why? Why? Okay.
This one looks like sperm.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you're finished.
Squawk.